Hello learners, we are back with a new topic, that is separation of substances, subject physics, and this is for class 6th. So we are going to learn several concepts in this topic. You will be able to define what is separation, what is mixtures, what are different types of mixtures, and how can we separate solids from solids, solids from liquids. Everything we are going to check in this video. Please try to watch till end. So firstly, I will let you know what is separation. Separation is nothing but dividing something or sorting something or arranging them separately. That's about separation. Next one, mixture. Mixture. The term mixture refers to a substance which consists of several components. That is about mixture. I will give you some examples. First one is lemon juice. Lemon juice consists of many components. One is water, lemon, sugar, salt, etc. Next one, wood. Wood also consists of two main materials. First one is cellulose and another one is water, H2O. So next we are going to sort mixtures. Mixtures are of two types. One is homogeneous mixture. Next one is heterogeneous mixture. What do you mean by the term homogeneous and heterogeneous? Homogeneous mixture, a mixture in which all the components mix well, spread evenly, and all components are of same properties. I will write here. Mix well, are of same properties, and spreads evenly. I think you can guess the definition of heterogeneous mixture also. So, heterogeneous mixture. In homogeneous mixture, components will mix well. Here, components do not mix well. And they are of same properties, but here they are of different properties. And they spread evenly here, but they spread unevenly here. So this is about homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. I will repeat it once again. Homogeneous mixture. Components in homogeneous mixtures mix well, are of same properties, and spreads evenly. Components of heterogeneous mixture. They do not mix well, they are of different properties, they spread unevenly. So next let us check what are properties of mixtures. There are three main properties of mixture to know. So first one, components in a mixture can be in any ratio. Here ratio refers to quantity. Components can be any quantity, large quantity or small quantity. Components in the mixture can be of different properties. They retain different properties. They retain their individual properties or different properties. And last one is, as I said you, in homogeneous mixture, they mix well and spreads evenly. That is the one of the property of mixtures. They mix well and spread evenly. So that is about properties of mixture. Now let us know why separation is very important in every case. Importance of separation. So the first case is to remove or to avoid undesirable components. The best example is picking stones manually, that is through hand, from rice grains. So this is the best example. Picking stones through hand before cooking from rice grains is the best example for undesirable components. And next one, to obtain pure state of component. Pure state of component. So the best example is reverse osmosis, that is RO. Reverse osmosis refers to passing of water through tiny holes is reverse osmosis. If we drink water, if we drink unpure water, we may fall ill. That is why this reverse osmosis process is done before drinking water. Let us see what are different types of separation, different methods of separation. Now let us see different methods of separation. Methods of separation: solid to solid or solid from solid. So first method is threshing. Threshing is done by farmers mostly. So threshing is nothing but separating grains from chaff. Here chaff refers to layer on grains. Next one, winnowing. Winnowing is nothing but chaff formed aside. Chaff forms as heap. Heap is nothing but a group or a large quantity. Next one, hand picking. I think most of you are aware of this hand picking. As I taught you before, picking stones from the rice grains is the best example. Picking stones from rice grains. Manually. Manually refers to through hand. And last one is sieving. Sieve is a tool used to separate stones from sand. The sieve is used to separate stones from the sand. We will revise it once again. Threshing. Threshing is useful to separate grains from chaff. Winnowing. Chaff forms a heap or a large quantity. Hand picking. Picking stones from rice grains manually is the best example and the best definition for hand picking. Sieving. Sieve is a material or a tool used to separate stones from sand. That is sieving. Now we are going to learn separating solids from liquids. There are 4 methods to separate. First one is sedimentation. Sedimentation is the process in which heavier particles of an insoluble solid in a liquid settle down. The particles that settle down from the sediment. Check these pictures for an idea. Next, I'll let you know what do you mean by decantation. Decantation is the process of pouring out the liquid without disturbing the sediment. If a solid dissolves in a liquid, decantation cannot be used to separate them. Check out the picture. Next, filtration. Filtration is a process used to separate solids from liquids or gases using a filter paper or filter medium that allows the fluid to pass through but not the solid. The term filtration means to separate solids from liquids. Next one, loading. If the suspended particles of a solid in a liquid are very fine, they take a very long time to settle down. Sedimentation does not work here. Sedimentation takes a very long time. Loading is a method of speeding up sedimentation by making the particles heavier. Alum, a solid which is soluble in water, is used to load suspended clay particles in water. The dissolved particles of alum load the fine particles of clay in water. Check images in video for additional information.